Good evening. Tonight, we bring you a developing story that has sent shockwaves through the world of college athletics and the University of Michigan community. What began as a routine week for Michigan football has quickly turned into a crisis that few could have predicted. The University of Michigan, known for its storied traditions and passionate fan base, is now at the center of a controversy that has left many searching for answers. The campus, usually buzzing with excitement over football, is now filled with uncertainty and concern. In a move that stunned both supporters and critics, the university abruptly fired head football coach Sharoni Moore. This decision was not related to the team's performance on the field, but rather stemmed from serious allegations that have come to light in recent days. Moore's arrest, coupled with the release of a deeply troubling 911 call, has cast a long shadow over one of college football's most celebrated programs. The details emerging from this incident are both shocking and deeply unsettling for everyone involved. The allegations are grave, prompting the university to act swiftly and decisively. Law enforcement agencies have launched a full investigation, and university officials are working closely with authorities to ensure transparency and accountability. The news has left students, fans, and alumni in disbelief. Many are struggling to process the rapid turn of events, and the campus atmosphere is one of shock and confusion. For a community that rallies around its football team, this is a moment of collective reckoning. In this chapter, our goal is to lay out the facts as they are known so far. We'll explore Sharoni Moore's role at Michigan, the timeline of events leading up to his dismissal, and the broader implications for the university and its athletic program. We'll take you through the details of Moore's arrest, the university's immediate response, and the impact that the release of the 911 audio has had on public perception. We'll also look at how the administration is handling the fallout, and what steps are being taken to restore trust. This story serves as a stark reminder of the immense responsibilities that come with leadership positions, especially in high-profile college sports. When trust is broken, the consequences ripple far beyond the individual, affecting an entire community. As we begin, we'll introduce you to Sharoni Moore, his background, his rise within the Michigan program, and why his sudden departure matters not just to Michigan, but to the world of college sports at large. Let's dive into the story behind the headlines. To grasp the impact, we must first understand Sharoni Moore's role at Michigan. Moore was a respected offensive line coach, credited with shaping one of the nation's top units and mentoring countless players. His reputation extended beyond the field. He was seen as a leader and a rising star in college football. Moore's influence was central to Michigan's recent success, both in championships and in building team culture. Players spoke highly of his guidance, and he was considered a role model. That's why the allegations and his firing have shocked the college football world. The contrast between his public image and the accusations is at the heart of this story. It's a reminder of how quickly reputations can unravel when serious issues arise. The situation escalated rapidly, sending shockwaves through the community and the University of Michigan's athletic department. Sharoni Moore was arrested after a 911 call reported a serious incident at a private residence. The details of the call were not immediately released, but the urgency was clear from the swift police response. Officers arrived on the scene within minutes, securing the area and beginning their investigation. After gathering statements and evidence, they took Moore into custody, launching a public legal case that would soon dominate headlines. Moore was formally charged and released on bail later that day. While this is a standard legal procedure, it underscored the gravity of the allegations and the seriousness with which authorities were treating the case. The University of Michigan responded almost immediately. Within hours of the arrest, the administration made the difficult decision to terminate Moore's employment, signaling a zero-tolerance approach to such incidents. In a public statement, university officials emphasized their unwavering commitment to upholding institutional values and maintaining a safe environment for students, staff, and the broader community. The decision to fire a coach of Moore's stature, someone who had become a prominent figure in Michigan athletics, sent a powerful message about accountability and the university's priorities. The university made it clear that no individual, regardless of their role or reputation, is above the code of conduct. This policy applies equally to everyone, from students to staff to high-profile coaches. By acting decisively, the institution separated itself from the ongoing legal proceedings, allowing the athletic program and the university community to begin the process of moving forward and rebuilding trust. The firing marked a definitive end to Moore's Michigan career, closing a significant chapter for the program and setting the stage for more troubling details to emerge as the investigation continued. The allegations against Moore are both serious and deeply troubling, centering on what authorities have described as a significant domestic dispute that unfolded late one evening. According to initial reports, the incident drew a swift response from local law enforcement who arrived at the scene after receiving a distress call from within the residence. The situation quickly escalated, leading to an official investigation and the involvement of multiple officers. Law enforcement sources have indicated that the charges involve not only allegations of physical misconduct, but also claims of threatening behavior that reportedly took place within the privacy of Moore's home. Witnesses at the scene described a tense and emotional atmosphere, with officers working to de-escalate the situation and ensure the safety of everyone involved. These are not minor infractions. They're claims that prompted immediate police action and resulted in formal, legal charges being filed against Moore. The nature of the accusations meant that authorities had little choice but to act decisively, prioritizing the well-being of those present and the integrity of the investigation. The university's decision to terminate Moore's employment was not made lightly. It was based on the severity of the allegations, as well as a clear breach of the institution's code of conduct, a set of standards that all faculty and staff are expected to uphold, both on and off campus. It's important to note that this case is not about Moore's professional performance, coaching abilities, or recruiting practices. Instead, it centers on a personal incident that, because of Moore's public role, quickly escalated into a crisis that attracted widespread attention and scrutiny. The legal process is now underway and will, in time, reveal more details about what happened that night. What is already clear, however, is the gravity of the accusations and the potential consequences for all parties involved. The university holds its representatives to exceptionally high standards, expecting them to serve as role models for students and the broader community. The reported actions, if proven true, represent a severe violation of those expectations and the values the institution stands for. As the case moves forward through the legal system, the focus remains squarely on the specific incident that led to Moore's arrest and the subsequent fallout. The coming weeks will likely bring new developments and further clarification. Understanding the distinction between Moore's professional life and the personal incident at the heart of these allegations is key to following the story as it unfolds. The public's interest is driven not just by Moore's position, but by the serious nature of the claims. Ultimately, it will be up to the court proceedings to address the facts, weigh the evidence, and determine the outcome. Until then, the community waits for answers, hoping for a fair and transparent process. The release of the 911 audio was a turning point. The recording captured the caller's fear and urgency, providing a raw, first-hand account of the alleged incident. Hearing the distress in the caller's voice made the situation real for the public, moving it beyond headlines. The dispatcher's calm response and the details shared in the call highlighted the seriousness of the threat. This audio gave a voice to the accuser and explained the urgency of the police response. For many, the recording erased any doubt about the gravity of the situation. Such evidence is powerful in court and shapes public perception. The 911 call solidified why the university and law enforcement acted so swiftly. The University of Michigan responded decisively. Upon learning of Moore's arrest, the administration launched an internal review but didn't wait for it to conclude. The university's public statement was clear: Moore was fired, and the institution reaffirmed its commitment to a safe, respectful environment. Officials emphasized cooperation with law enforcement and support for those affected. By acting quickly, the university sent a message that no one is above its standards. Counseling and support services were offered to students and athletes impacted by the news. The administration recognized the emotional toll on the campus community. The response was both administrative and supportive, aiming to help the community move forward. The news sent shockwaves through campus and the Ann Arbor community. Students expressed shock and disappointment, struggling to reconcile the allegations with their image of Coach Moore. The football team especially felt the loss of a mentor and leader. The athletic department provided support to help players process the news and stay focused. Fans and alumni voiced disbelief and anger, with most supporting the university's swift action. The scandal sparked broader conversations about accountability in college athletics. The incident has touched on issues of trust, responsibility, and the standards we expect from leaders. Its impact extends far beyond the football field. Moore's arrest set a legal process in motion, independent of the university's actions. The next steps include court appearances, where both prosecution and defense will present evidence. The prosecution will likely use the 911 audio, police reports, and witness testimony. Moore's defense will challenge the evidence and present their case. The legal system presumes innocence until proven guilty, ensuring a fair process. The case could go to trial or be resolved through a plea agreement. The timeline is unpredictable and may take months or longer. Civil lawsuits could also arise, but the immediate focus is on the criminal charges. The outcome will determine Moore's legal consequences, from fines to possible imprisonment. The public will be watching as the justice system addresses this high-profile case. As this story unfolds, it's vital to remember the principle of due process. Everyone is entitled to a fair legal process, regardless of the accusations. While the allegations and 911 audio are powerful, it's the courts, not public opinion, that determine guilt or innocence. Rushing to judgment undermines the justice system's purpose. The legal process is designed to uncover the full story and ensure fairness. The university acted on the information it had, but now the matter rests with the courts. Our responsibility is to report facts and respect the process. Only by allowing due process can true justice be served for all involved. We'll continue to follow the proceedings and report developments as they arise.